Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshini. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha, the ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, our reading from the 18th Adhyaya Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, and Sri Krishna having taken us through various teachings about the way we perform the karma, the way our inherent tendencies, the way the gunas, they influence us in various ways. Now Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna and to us that we cannot avoid doing the karma that we are ought to do. That with our inherent nature, the karma gets affixed to us. We have taken birth with these tendencies carried forward from so many births that in this birth we have to perform such and such tasks. It is predestined. And you and me or Arjuna, we cannot avoid, we cannot escape from it whether we wish to do it or not. And therefore Sri Krishna has told Arjuna in the 68th Shloka that we read that whether you wish to do it or not, by your inherent nature with which you are born, sarvabhūtānāṃ Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, you who have born with these tendencies, with this nature, sarvabhūtānāṃ Kaunteya nibaddhaः svena karmana. You are bound to do that work. Nibaddha is bound. And svena karmana, your own work. That is that work, what you are going to do. Any other XYZ other persons, they are not going to do it for you. You have to do it. Svena karmana, your own work you have to do, and you have taken, because that work has taken birth with your inherent nature. All those assignments they had to perform in this life, you have to perform. Kartum nechasi yan mohat. By under the spell of the delusion, even if you don't wish to do that work, kartum no ichasi yan mohat. Under the spell, moha is the delusion. Under that spell of delusion, no kartum ichasi. You may not be willing to do it. You may not wish to do that particular thing that you have to do. But karishyasya vashopita. You will be compelled to do those things that are allocated to you, that have been slotted for you to do. You cannot just avoid and see that Krishna has finally told him. You might be saying 100 times, 1,000 times, I am not going to wage the war, I am not going to wage the war, I don't want to kill all these cousins of mine and all that. That will bring in so much of hardship, that will corrupt the entire society. And all those nonsensical justifications you have been giving, it is of absolutely no use. Whatever justifications you have given, all that big talk you have given, justifying that you will not fight, is all mithya, he had told. It is a vain talk. your own nature will compel you to pick up that bow and arrow and fight this war, wage this war. So Sri Krishna has categorically told him, enough of this now, enough of this foolishness that you have been doing. Now is the time for you to pick up that bow and arrow. And having told the great secret about how the beings in this creation, they get their works, allotted to them, because they have carried their tendencies since all these infinite births. They have carried, and they have in fact decided all those tendencies. They have decided which works this person is going to perform in this birth. That is again going to determine the hereafter for that person. Now, with that reality, Sri Krishna says, you just can't run away. So forget it. And now what is to be done? Anyway, you cannot escape from doing the work. So better be prepared to do that work. Now, if at all one has to, whether forcibly, whether liking it or not, whether wishing for it or not, still one has to do that work which one cannot escape from doing it. And that is the harsh reality Sri Krishna has brought forward. He has exposed to us that harsh reality. Some things which may not like, but in the God's eyes, in the Lord's eyes, we have to do it. We have to fulfill our commitments so that there is no backlog left out for the next. So when we have to do it like that, how we should perform, how we should behave ourselves, how we should handle such situations of, anyway, I have to do it, I will do it. But how to handle that situation, that Sri Krishna is going to tell us in this 61st shloka. That how by ignorance, by that delusion, we feel we are doing it. Sri Krishna says, you are not doing anything. I am getting it done through you. And therefore Sri Krishna says here, īśvaraḥ sarvabhūtānāṃ hṛddeśe'rjuna tiṣṭhati bhrāmayansarvabhūtāni yantrārūḍhāni māyayā. This is a wonderful teaching that Sri Krishna is giving in this 61st shloka. Sri Krishna says that īśvaraḥ sarvabhūtānāṃ hṛddeśe tiṣṭhati. O Arjuna, Īśvara is dwelling in the heart of all the beings. Sarvabhūtānāṃ hṛddeśe, inside the heart. In the area of the heart, the blessed Lord is dwelling. Tiṣṭhati. Tiṣṭhati is dwelling. He's dwelling in the hearts of all the beings, O Arjuna. Therefore, bhrāmayansarvabhūtāni yantrārūḍhāni māyayā. And all these beings that you see around you, the warriors in your camp, the warriors in the Kauravas' camp, all these things that you are going to see, all these things there you are seeing around you, they are like those dolls. They are like those puppets who are put on a revolving toy through the delusion of the Īśvara. These people, these beings whom you are considering, oh, they are the warriors, I have to fight against them, we have to fight against them, you and they, everyone, all these beings, bhrāmayansarvabhūtāni, all these beings, they are revolving yantrārūḍhāni māyayā. By that force of delusion, by that force of maya, by that play of maya, all these beings, they appear to be put on that toy, which is making them revolve in this creation. So that is what Sri Krishna says. You are not going to do anything. You are just an instrument. Don't think you are going to wage war. Don't think you are going to kill those wretched people. Don't think you are going to wipe out the unrighteousness. Who are you after all? You are just an instrument, like those dolls. We see those when we go to the fairs. We see that merry-go-round, all those horses and different kind, and then we sit on those, and then the person who is operating that merry-go-round, he will switch on the key and the merry-go-round starts going round and round and round. We are sitting there on the horse, maybe sometimes on the lion, and we feel, I am running it. Am I running that horse? Am I playing that merry-go-round? No, I'm just sitting there. I just happen to sit there on that horse or on a zebra or on a lion or some animal shape, and that person who is operating the merry-go-round, he is switching it on and off. The moment he switches it off, there is no more revolving and our turn is over. We get down from that horse on which we are sitting, and that's it. The game is over then. So, but while sitting there, while revolving on that merry-go-round, we feel, oh, I am going round and round. I am not going round and round. That person is making me go round and round, and I, under the spell of delusion, under the spell of Maya, I think I am doing it. See, I am going like this, like this, like this. So Sri Krishna says, you poor fellows, all the beings in this universe, they are just like the toys mounted on a machine, and you are just feeling you are revolving. You get a feeling you are revolving. You are not doing anything. You are just sitting there idle, doing nothing basically. You are doing nothing. It is all that person, that operator of the merry-go-round who is doing. Whether that machine has to turn this way or that way, that fellow will decide. Whether that machine has to rotate, whether that machine has to revolve, whether that merry-go-round instrument has to revolve, that fellow will decide. You are not deciding. So Sri Krishna says, get rid of this wrong notion, get rid of this false idea, get this off, this foolish way of thinking that you are going to do anything, you are going to wage the war, you are going to kill the people. Nothing of that sort. You are just sitting there on the revolving instrument. I am playing it. I am making you go round and round, and you feel you are going round and round. You are controlling that motion of going round and round. No way, you are just sitting there. So that is what Sri Krishna talks about, the Maya Shakti, the delusive power of this Prakriti that makes us feel as if we are performing everything. Ignorant we are. We feel we are doing everything. We are not doing everything. And even if we feel we should not do it, even if we feel I am not going to do it, we cannot help it. If we have taken birth with that inherent tendency to do certain thing, come what may, we will have to do it. But not that we are doing it. The Lord is getting it done through us. The Lord is seeing to it that this fellow, he has committed to doing this thing in this birth. Better he do it this time. Lord is getting it done. We are just instruments in the hands of the Lord. We are just those toys sitting on those the animal-shaped toys and going across round and round and round on that merry-go-round. The beings entertain the notion that choice of doing or not doing a thing is all in their hands. That is the foolish notion, Sri Krishna says. It is not in your hands whether to decide to do it or not. It is not your choice at all. If a thing has to be done by you, you will have to do it, whether you like it or not, whether you wish it or not. Because of this notion, the beings get increasingly entangled in Maya. And what happens with the sadhakas? He is a sadhaka who changes his attitude and holds on the conviction that he is not the doer. The spiritual aspirant accepts the fact that okay, by providence, by my own doing, now I am supposed to do this. This is what Lord wants me to do. I will do it as an instrument. It is the Lord's work. Lord has chosen me to do this work in this particular life because I have made it I have brought down that decision onto myself of doing this work through my past karmas. So all the jivatmas ranging from high to low are only tools in the hands of Ishvara in his cosmic activity. This huge merry-go-round that we have in the name of this creation, we are all sitting on the horses or the tigers or the lions and going round and round. That is his play. But under the force, under the spell of that delusion, under the veil of Maya, we start feeling we are responsible in doing it. We start feeling, oh, I have to do it. I don't have to do it. He has to do it through me. He is using me to do it. He has allocated that work, allotted that work to me to do it. So instead of claiming the agency, we have to submit. We have to submit ourselves. We have to surrender ourselves. That it is His will. It is His ultimate will which is making me do this thing. So that was Sri Krishna's now statement. Now he is bringing out he's kind of summarizing his teachings. That ultimately Ishvara dwells in all the beings, in their hearts. He's dwelling in their hearts. And these beings, they foolishly think they are the doers. No. The Ishvara dwelling in their hearts is making them act in that way. And therefore Sri Krishna says that understand this reality, that all the beings in this universe, in this creation, consider them to be, okay, they are riding those horses in the merry-go-round. But it is the Maya which is making them go round and round. It is that delusive power of the Ishvara that is making them go round and round. They are not doing anything. So that was the 61st shloka that Sri Krishna once again brought to our understanding. How we cannot escape from doing what is allotted for us to do. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.